Yo, 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 yo. We right back. They sniped me. They sniped me, man. That's crazy. I wasn't even playing the music no more and they sniped me. But yeah, listening to this album, I feel like he was overthinking it way too much. I feel like there's no way this could possibly be the last J. Cole album because it wasn't up to the standard that J. Cole has set for himself. I feel like J. Cole let that battle get to him. He's been I feel like he's out of touch with himself musically. I don't know if y'all heard me on the way out, but I said, there's high moments on this album. Cole definitely tried to turn my TV off. Cole had moments on the album, but they don't compare to Cole's moments of the past. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not mad at Cole. I feel like this is the culmination of what happened after the battle. I feel like all of the chatter, as much as Cole tries to remain silent, he showed us that he really do be paying attention to what niggas is saying. I wouldn't call it great. Um, I feel like he was really paying attention to what niggas was saying about him online, as much as he tries to play like he don't be online. And I think that shit really worked to his detriment. You know what I'm saying? I think he wanted to prove that he could still work through it. I low key feel like the album was rushed. I think Cole should have took more time. You know what I mean? As excited as I was to hear from him, because it had been 2 years, I feel like this was rushed. I feel like he should have took more time. He should have made more music. He should have let more people in. I think he isolated himself possibly, which is natural because when you go through something like what he went through, industry niggas playing with your name, everybody saying that you ain't got no heart, you didn't come outside. At that point, what do? You're gonna retreat. You're not gonna keep inviting niggas to your crib if you know niggas talking shit. But I think he should have taken more time to let the wounds heal. Should have let took more time to let the wounds heal. Because you can hear it on the album. He's rapping, but the rapping does feel a little bit hollow. In songs where he should be talking about, or where he was talking about different concepts and things going on in the city, there's moments where he reverts to rapping about rap in the midst of it. Why the fuck did that nigga tell us he rhymed broke with broke in the midst of a love song? It's just little things that just shows like, yo, this is not your best product. And then what makes me even more disappointed is, like I said, I pulled it up on Apple Music to play the album tonight or this morning. And the description of the album says nearly 2 decades after the come up, the GOAT in all caps isn't going anywhere. What's up with that description? What's up with that description? Nearly 2 decades after the come up, the GOAT isn't going anywhere. I wrote it off in the beginning because I'm like, okay, Cole he gonna show niggas. But now I see he didn't. And it feels like he tried to prove a point. And again, I think this is where the fans got in his head. Because he tried to be like, all right, let me sing, let me do this, let me do that. I would have loved to have heard some of the other stuff that didn't make the album. Cause I bet you that was some of the better material. It happens every time. Some of the best material never makes the final cut. But it probably should have, because you gave us 24 songs. And I'll probably come up with a playlist of 10. Damn, man. I wonder, because in the album he says, I'm out of my record deal, no more slavery. So I'm wondering, is this the last album of Cole on Interscope? Is he leaving Interscope? Is this his last album under contract? Is he going independent after this? Fully independent? Because I think Cole is big enough to be independent. You went and did most of the rollout of the album on Even, which is made primarily for independent artists. So I think there's something else coming behind this. I don't know if he drops it this year. I don't know if he takes some more time. You say he isn't talking about Interscope. How do you know? We don't know. We don't know what the fuck he's talking about. But he did all this build up. He's been working with Even for the last 2 years, building up a community, building up a resource, building up Inevitable Live, building up VL Central, building up all of these different things. There's really no point in building up all of this independent infrastructure, data, emails, if you're retiring. Because then what are you going to do? So I feel like there's something else coming behind this. This almost feels like, let me over deliver to the label so they don't feel like I shortchanged them. But this don't feel like the real album. I gotta be honest. So I don't know. I'm just spitballing. I'm just going off of how I feel. I could be totally wrong. But this ain't the J. Cole that I've known. You know what I'm saying? I think this might be possibly the worst J. Cole project of his career. And it's not bad. It's not terrible. It's just not necessarily good. It's like in that middle area. It's too much middle ground. I don't know. This feels like a Frank Ocean blonde moment. I don't know, man. What you mean I'm wildin'? I'm a fucking J. Cole fan. I wanted the album to be as amazing as niggas think it is. But I don't feel like that was J. Cole. What you mean I'm not an OG fan? I've been listening to the nigga since goddamn the come up. The fuck you mean? Cause I ain't go. I'm not nobody's day one to the point of saying some shit that I don't feel is great. I'm not nobody's day one if that's what you want to say. Like, what are you talking about? I give honest takes daily, multiple times per day. But when it come to J. Cole, all of a sudden, oh, you not a real fan. Nigga, please. J. Cole is fire. Like I said, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. I feel like I got more from J. Cole rapping on the 4 songs from Birthday Blizzard. Might Delete Later was better than this. And I think the problem is what I was talking about earlier when I started this too. Might delete later, Cole was still creating from a place of freedom, right? He didn't have the industry chatter, the internet chatter. He didn't have all of that stuff on his mind. The only thing that really, only time that came into play was when he made 7 Minute Drill. Everything else on the album, I feel like he created from a place of freedom, from a place of joy, from a place of passion, from a place of, this is what I really love to do. Once he made 7 Minute Drill, he started thinking about the audience. And when you consider the audience too much, it shows. Carry the torch. I appreciate it. No song gave the I'm riding into sunset feeling. There was a couple riding into the sunset feelings on there. It was a little bit too much riding to the sunset, if you ask me. I'm not mad at the melodies. Like, that's not my critique of the album. My critique of the album is actually the rapping. He was rapping well, but I didn't feel the passion. I'm not catering to nobody. I cater to my own opinions. You already know how I do. We do this all the time. I get heat for the dumbest shit, so it's no problem. But like I said, I feel like the battle, because he said it in his own statement. I'm not finna pull up his blog post, but he literally said that disc 2, disc 39, came after the events that are still feeding the algorithm to this day, and it turned into a double disc. That's his words for his promotion of the album. And you trying to tell me, oh, he started on the album? Yeah, I know. But he told us he revised this shit after. Y'all ain't even fans because y'all ain't even read this shit and comprehend it. Y'all just read this shit for some fucking nostalgic feeling. Oh, J. Cole's talking to us. Do you hear what the nigga's saying? Bro, no way you gonna say GNX better than this and I'm from LA. I don't give a fuck where you from. Where did I say anything about GNX? Where did I mention Kendrick Lamar album? I would rather not talk about Kendrick Lamar at all when it comes to J. Cole. I'm not comparing this shit to no GNX. This shit don't even compare to J. Cole shit. What are you talking about? And there's records on here that I liked. If y'all, I'm sure some of y'all in here wasn't even here for the past 2 streams where I listened to the album because there was songs that I liked. But come on, man. I don't know what it is with people where if you don't share the same opinion as them, you don't know shit. And I get it because we get passionate about our opinions and we feel strongly about them. But come on, man. Lick the mic. This is his worst project. Shouldn't have been a double disc. I agree with that. I agree. It shouldn't have been a double disc. I think he should have took the best 12, 13 songs that he came up with in the meantime. Nah, ain't nobody getting to me. Y'all know we do this, baby. I'm just live. I'm reacting to the reactions. But I'm good. I ain't gonna lose no sleep about this shit. I thought the Villas was cool. No, God Does Like Ugly is a better album than this. Jid put out a better album than this. Let's not like, come on, man. Like I said, the album just feels a bit contrived. It feels like he tried to prove that he wasn't affected and it showed that he was. Thank you, Jay, for streaming the whole album, giving us a take from a true hip hop fan. No doubt. Expectations were not met, not for me, because I really hold J. Cole to a high standard. And if you've watched my videos for the last few weeks talking about J. Cole, I was one of the main people out here fighting for J. Cole to get a fair chance. Like, listen to the album first before we judge it. I was the one who came out here. Niggas was out here calling me compromised just for saying it. Now it's, oh, you a J. Cole hater. Pick a side, nigga. Like, what are we talking about? It just wasn't as good as it could and should have been. I don't get on here and lie. Y'all acting like I said this shit was terrible. I didn't say it was terrible. There's a lot of worse albums out. There's gonna be a lot more worse albums that drop this year, but he's J. Cole, nigga. Like y'all, it's funny to see. 1 minute J. Cole ain't shit. The next minute, when I hold J. Cole to his actual standard, now it's a problem. Mr. Morale is better. Again, I'm not comparing this man to anybody. IE Network, what you saying? I'm a Cole fan and I fell asleep. I'm not saying that the album is boring, or I saw a lot of people saying the album is boring. I saw a lot of people saying they going to sleep. I don't concur. I don't agree that it was boring or sleep music or background music. I disagree with that. I just don't feel J. Cole's soul in this album. That's my problem. And maybe that's how you feel too, and maybe you're just interpreting it differently. But I just don't feel his soul. That's pretty much it. You know what I mean? And that's okay. Everybody's gonna have a difference of opinion. Everybody has different things that they bump. It's just a long ass album. He made a lot of music. I think he just rushed it. I didn't even pay attention to the people overhyping it. You know what I'm saying? Jed saying it's incredible. What else was he gonna come out and say? So I didn't read into that. You know, one thing about me, those of y'all that are new here, y'all are gonna find out I don't really care about nobody else's opinion to influence mine. I'll take it into consideration. We'll talk about it, but my ear is the only ear that I really care about. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really hype it up off of nobody else. I just hold J. Cole to J. Cole standards. I mean, J. Cole has been one of the top rapping niggas for years. I feel like he just explored his writing differently before. And I feel like he's trying to find a direction. The singing shit didn't bother me as much, although there is a lot of it. It did become a little bit like, yo, yo. But I wanted to hear him out because we've seen other artists that have taken that route. J. Cole's not the first super dope ass rap nigga to start singing. Most Def turned into Yasin Bey. That nigga put out rock albums. That nigga put out half rap, half neo soul jazz albums. Didn't nobody give a fuck. Andre 3K gave us fucking Love Below, rapped on like 2 songs. Nobody gave a fuck. So I wasn't tripping off the fact of him singing. It's just like, why are you singing? The second disc Austy, I see what you was saying because you was like he's doing a lot of flipping other people's songs. On the first one, I was like, nah, man, let that shit ride. That's what we do. But I get your point. There was a lot of interpolations. What the sneaker says, just asking, but your perspective on the album is based off his energy, not the actual concept, song, singing, etc. I think you may have missed what I've been saying for the last 5 minutes. Um, the concepts are cool. But the problem with the concepts is on a lot of the concepts, in the middle of him doing a concept, he starts rapping about rapping. Or rapping about like on these love songs, he's talking about how he's gotten better at rapping and stuff. I like the Tupac and Biggie shit. I like that one. The I Love Her Again record, I like that one. Like I was very clear about the songs that I said I liked. But there's too much on here that I'm not feeling anything for. Beat It, Creep. You're about to beat it for real. I seen about 2 or 3. Your ass is grass. Good night. Um, I thought that there was gonna be more, a little more aggression on the album. I think, honestly, I hate to say it. I think a lot of people expected Cole to put us in the moment of him backing out, you know, although he did it on Port Antonio. I think a lot of people expected that too. Like, put us in the moment for real, for real. Especially when you talked about it. Is my camera fucking up? Hold on, y'all. Especially when you talked about it in the promo. Did Cole ever do the Ask Me Anything? I know he set it up for Inevitable. Did he ever do the Ask Me Anything? Because I think he got to let some real people come and ask him what the fuck was going through his head when he made this album. It's not bad. It's not terrible. But that's my question for the Ask Me Anything is what the fuck was really going on? What happened these last 2 years? And I honestly feel like he should have taken us through that in a real way, not going home to North Carolina. We already did going home to North Carolina. He should have just walked us through like what life has been like the last couple years. In real life. Not a nigga coming up asking him if he want to buy some weed to get a picture. What does it feel like when a nigga come up to you and say, "Damn, Cole, why did you apologize?" Walk us through that feeling. We know why he apologized, but what does it feel like to be questioned about that shit every day? What does it feel like when the artists on your label say that they don't hang out with you? What does it feel like when Ari Lennox implodes and says she don't want to be there? Like these are events that happen in real life that he didn't touch on. And not to do it in a disrespectful way to diss them, because a lot of people would have taken it that way. But what does that actually feel like? And I think that as much as I don't want to talk about Kendrick, I think that's something that he does on each album. This nigga rapped about his family member really suing him. You know what I'm saying? What does that feel like? So, no, I didn't want no drama. I've been trying to stay away from the drama. I just want the nigga to tell us what the fuck this nigga life is really like currently. And unfortunately, the narrative, he's not even the narrative, but the way the world has worked out, we know where the story begins. I don't think a double album has to be flawless because none of them are. It just needed to be better. Jid does not replace Cole in the big three. Y'all took that a little too far. But just some real questions. And this is why I'm gonna come out, and this is why artists not doing real interviews, being insulated, staying around the niggas that pat them on the back and love these niggas. This is also a product of that. The industry has changed so much. The niggas, the artists, the top artists got so much control that they don't get to be put in uncomfortable positions. When you're an upcoming artist, you're in nothing but uncomfortable positions because you don't run shit. You go where niggas tell you to go. You go face the fucking ugliest ass radio niggas, the ones whose face is made for radio. Then you got to deal with them asking you the same mundane shit. Then when you get to a certain space, you just insulate it. You control the temperature of the room. You control how many niggas is in the room. You control everything. But then you don't got enough real honest niggas around. So, yeah. Just say I love Ja Rule. Why would I be ashamed to say that? I do. Ja Rule got some fucking heat. I turn on Vinny Vidi Vinci right the fuck now, and I'm gonna enjoy that shit more than the fall off. What are you talking about? Are you crazy? I remind you of Columbus Short. That's cool. Looking at your picture, you remind me of Tony Sunshine. I guess we even. Um, but yeah, man. Do y'all think he will drop the original Fall Off songs later on? I hope so. Cause as much as I wanted to like this album, I if Cole drops 24 songs, I expected to like at least 16, 17. All right, nigga, you said it again. You got your joke off. I acknowledged your joke. Gave you some banter. You came and said it again. Come on, man. But I don't think this is last album though. Ain't no way you could go out like that. This is Black Album moment or something. Ja Rule has no fall off. What hurt me more, the fall off or Carter 6? Um, the Carter 6 was objectively bad. Like, but we knew that Wayne wasn't Wayne. I think in this instance, I can only speak for myself. I thought J. Cole was gonna give us J. Cole. Let me see what this super chat talking about. Thanks, Jay. This was a long night. Good night. I appreciate you. It's all good. You ain't got to worry about these people. It's all good, homie. I ain't mad at you. Jay Nolan, I am with you, bro. I'm highly disappointed. The fall off giving me the feeling I got on For All the Dogs. Disappointed. That's where you fucked up. You went into For All the Dogs with high hopes. I already knew that nigga was gonna be on some bullshit. No, nothing on the fall off is as bad as Peanuts to an Elephant. The problem is J. Cole in 2025, 26 is held to a higher standard than Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne put his time in. Lil Wayne is rapping because he enjoys it at this point. Um, what happened? I feel like it's his worst album, but you got to listen to it for yourself. Don't listen to me. Don't let me influence you. Cause y'all know I ain't gonna let nobody influence me. Oh, we got some dream villains in here, some dream villains. That's cool. You say, what am I giving it? 5 out of 10. Ah, that's a tough one. 24 songs. I'm gonna give it a 5.5. On a good day, I give it a 6, but a 5.5. It's not terrible. A 6.5 would be above average. I think it's a very average project for J. Cole. This is J. Cole, people. I still listen to Friday Night Lights. When I ain't got shit better to do, sometimes I just cut on Friday Night Lights. I'm not a huge fan of Cold World. Um, not a fan of that first album. When I ain't got shit to do, sometimes I'll cut on 2014 Forest Hills. I really like the off season. That's probably my favorite Cole. I didn't feel that on this album. Cole was rapping like a motherfucker on the off season, but he still sounded focused. On this album, there were glimpses of focus, some good concepts, but I just didn't feel them. Ain't no fucking way. If I turn on The Devil Is a Lie right now, you're not gonna tell me that there's anything on the fall off that make you feel like that. We on stream. I'll take it out later. Hold on. Pride is the devil, excuse me. Put this song on the album and it would have applied right with what the shit he was talking about on this album. Didn't grow artistically. I'm just saying I feel like he stagnated himself. I feel like he spent too much time watching podcasts. He was watching niggas reacting. You know, the reactors, the YouTube community definitely saw an infinite boost with the battle. I think it was probably the first time a lot of these artists in the industry really gave a fuck about who was reacting to their music. And unfortunately, he caught the brunt of a lot of people's reactions. And he paid a lot of attention to that shit. And I feel like it just hurt him in his album making process. That's how I feel. He still can rap, absolutely. But again, when you play that fucking that song off the fucking Birthday Blizzard shit over the victory beat, I feel like I felt Cole. I felt his fucking voice was cracking in certain parts of that song when he said y'all like a tired of me, stop bothering me. That nigga voice was cracking. Like I felt like he really felt what he was saying on the Birthday Blizzard shit. I didn't hear not one voice crack on the Fall Off. It's little subtle shit. So I'm not gonna stay on here no longer. It's about to be 3:30 in the morning where I'm at. I'm gonna have to get up in the morning with my son. So I'm not gonna be on here too much longer. But that's my assessment of the situation. Agree, disagree. It's all good. I'm gonna catch y'all later though. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. Otherwise, you can go outside. All right? I'm gonna see y'all in a little bit though. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'll never politic and the drama be piling on. Father and greats unacknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I'll turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stacks I built. I had to evolve and grow cause I couldn't